This is the Relic Radio Show, old-time radio entertainment still standing the test of time, from relicradio.com. This is the Relic Radio Show. Thanks for joining me this Tuesday for another hour of old-time radio. We're going to hear first this week from the Sears Radio Theatre, and we'll hear Hostages, their story from February 7th, 1979. After that, it's Frontier Gentleman and Wonder Boy, his story from August 17th, 1958.
That's the theme from Sears Radio Theatre, which will be brought to you Monday through Friday on this station. Today, Vincent Price will bring you a generous helping of mystery and suspense. Tomorrow, Cicely Tyson will enthrall you with tales of love and hate, dramas involving human emotions. Friday, Richard Widmark will host tales of adventure in outer space, under the sea, anywhere there is adventure. Monday, you'll hear stories of the Golden West and the West we know today with Lorne Greene as your host. And on Tuesday, you can laugh with Andy Griffith as your host for things that are funny. The Sears Radio Theatre will begin after this message from your local station.
This is Vincent Price. The quiet suburban town of Farrington is a typical bedroom community. It exhibits all the trappings of a settled small town, tree-lined streets, solid brick homes, even an authentic 19th century town square. Bikes, station wagons, and manicured lawns give it the air of affluence and normalcy. One house, a single-story ranch-style home, would appear to be the perfect example of the serenity of this neighborhood. Husband standing just outside the partly open front door, wife within the house saying her last goodbyes. But if we look closer, the woman seems frightened, the man in a fury, and the door is held in place by a chain.
Please, Frank, don't make another scene.
I just want to come in and talk this out. Unfasten the chain, please.
No.
It's that damn lawyer. He turned you against me.
I'm not going to rehash our marital problems at the front door.
Let me in.
No, I can't trust you. Not after the last time.
I promise not to start anything.
Call me tonight. It's better that way.
So you can record the conversation?
Don't get paranoid.
Just talk with me for 5 minutes.
I can't. I'm late getting to the bank as it is.
I said I want in. Listen, it's still my house.
Stop it. You'll upset the children again.
Dad, Terry!
Oh.
It's Daddy, help me! Mommy won't let me see you. She won't let me come home.
Stop it. Now stop it. Don't drag them into our mess.
All I want to do is sit in my own living room and reason with you instead of some attorney's office. Is that asking too much?
We've been talking for months. Nothing's changed.
I'll never give you a divorce. I mean it.
I haven't asked for one. Now give me time to think.
I won't let you go. I know you want to marry Brock. Just keep him away from this house.
Frank, please.
I don't want him touching you, holding you.
You're only making things worse.
I'm warning you. If you see that lawyer Brock again, you'll live to regret it.
And that's only the beginning of our story.
Sears Radio Theatre, a new adventure in radio listening. Brought to you 5 nights a week by Sears Roebuck and Company. Sears, where America shops. Your host,
Lorne Greene. I'll bring you stories of the Old West and the New.
Andy Griffith with a look at the funny side of life.
Vincent Price with tales of mystery and suspense.
Cicely Tyson, with stories about love, hate, and relationship.
Richard Widmark. I'll bring you stories of pure adventure. 5 nights of exceptional entertainment every week. Brought to you in Elliott Lewis' production of the Sears Radio Theatre. Our story, Hostages, by Ken Gerard. Our stars, Virginia Gregg, Shepard Menken, and Vic Perrin.
In spite of her husband's threat, Carol Madsen called for attorney Ted Brock the moment she arrived at the bank. She was terrified. She needed advice. Ted Brock told her he would come to her office immediately.
How are you this morning, Mr. Enright? Never better, Mr. Brock. Oh, you can smell spring in the air. So go right in, please. Mrs. Madsen's expecting you in her office. Thanks. I know the way. I've been here enough.
Come in.
I came as soon as I could. Are you all right?
I'm still shaking.
Did he get violent?
No, I had the chain on the door. He didn't get in.
What about the children?
They didn't hear it. I drove them to school after he left.
Carol, why don't you and the kids spend a few days at our house? Betty would love it. The kids can use the pool. The change would do you good.
That would be the final straw. Teddy thinks there's something between you and me. He's gone completely mad.
When Frank threatened you, you should have called the police.
It would have done some good. How do you arrest a police lieutenant? They wouldn't have believed me.
Hasn't your situation gone far enough? You've given him every chance to pull himself together. He's not going to change. Please, file the divorce papers. I can have them ready for your signature this afternoon.
Oh, the thought terrified me. What would you do if I went through with it?
I'll have him enjoined from seeing you.
That wouldn't stop him.
We'll go to the police disciplinary board and open up the whole case, even the incident with Jeff.
It has to be a different way. That could ruin him.
But you've exhausted every remedy, Carol. The marriage counseling was a fiasco. You begged and pleaded. Haven't you punished yourself enough? And you can't subject the children to his rages much longer.
I know, but I still hope that...
He isn't going to straighten himself out. That's wishful thinking. Why spend the rest of your life in fear?
Yeah, you're right. It's even affecting me here at the bank. Sometimes I think he's out there watching me or following me home.
Let me call Inspector Metzger and explain the situation. Maybe he can reason with Frank.
Oh, that's not fair. It might affect his efficiency rating. They might use it to deny him a captaincy.
He's been passed over twice, Carol. Other people see he's disturbed too, you know.
I don't want to do it.
I can't understand you. This man has threatened you and the children. He's almost strangled
I don't want to hear it.
All right, I won't go into it. I can't help you with my hands tied.
Yes.
Mrs. Madsen, I'm sorry to bother
I
you, but...
told you I didn't want to see anybody for a few minutes.
I understand, but this customer insists on seeing the manager.
Can't you handle it for once?
No way, honey. Why bother with a junior exec when you can talk to the boss?
Do you mind waiting outside? I'll be with you in a minute.
I'm sorry, lady. I happen to prefer group meetings. Oh, my God. He's got a gun. Shotgun. Don't point that at me. Now, everybody just stay nice and orderly. No fuss, no sudden moves. We're marching out front. Mrs. Manager here will instruct the cashier to fill up my briefcase. If everybody keeps cool, this whole thing will be over in 2 minutes. Don't anybody get heroic. Now, move.
I don't want any bloodshed. Just take the money and leave.
That's good enough for me. Mrs. Madsen, we can't let him do this.
I don't believe we have a choice.
Keep walking. Don't show the tellers anything's wrong. It'll be over before you know it. Just keep in front of me.
Fine, but don't shoot.
This is just your garden variety bank holdup. It's not a shooting.
Harriet, please fill this brief.
Grab his arm. Give me that. That was dumb. Stupid.
Oh, my God. He's covered with blood. It's all over my face.
Don't shoot. Don't kill me. I didn't mean it. You miserable creep. Had to play hero. Huh?
No. Oh, he's bleeding to death. He's going to die. Quiet. Control yourself.
Everybody on the deck. Except you, lady. You fill up that bag. Did you hear me?
Do it, Harriet. Give him everything. Well, all right.
Be quick.
I do you such as
just the paper money, you idiot. That's better. Now, nobody gets off this floor for the next 10 minutes. You got it right, boy?
Yes, sir. In a moment, Ted. It's almost over.
Oh, that better be an ambulance. I'll take a look. Damn it. 2 squad cars. All right, get back. Everybody get behind the counter. Hurry up. Move that body, mister.
Yes, sir.
Now, who tripped the silent alarm? Which one of you morons did it? Answer me or I'll blow somebody's head off.
I did it. I'm sorry. Oh, don't kill me. Tell him not to shoot me, Mrs. Madsen. I don't want to die.
Shut up. I've got to think.
This is the police. The building is surrounded. Release all the people trapped inside and come out with your hands behind your head.
Hey, you see, it's a real mess. This one had to get brave, and she had to bring in the cops. Now it's a real production. You had to make it complicated.
This man needs medical attention. He could bleed to death.
Oh, that's tough. That's the price of trying to be a hero.
I can't stop the bleeding.
Make a pressure bandage.
Oh.
Here, bright boy, rip up your shirt. This guy's bleeding all over the floor. She's thinking I'm going for her, but... Oh, forget it. Here, here's my jacket.
If he dies, it's murder.
No kidding. You're telling me, the law lady, I'm a two-time loser. If I don't get out of this one, it's all over. I'm gone for good. Just throw away the key.
I repeat, the building is surrounded. There is no way to escape. You don't want to hurt anybody. Free all the people in the bank and come out with your hands in the air.
Is he crazy? He expects me to let you go?
We want answers in 5 minutes.
What's with him? I'm the one calling the shots. You want an answer? Sure. Here. That's my answer. You know where you can go. I'm calling the turn. You got that, huh? You're my ticket out of this hole. I get out, then you get out. Otherwise, well, there better not be an otherwise.
No, we'll do anything, but please, no more shooting.
Now, that's more like it. This is your fault, you know. You had to protect somebody else's dough. Why? Was it worth it? If they rush this place, you're all dead. Think about that. You. Get that phone.
You mean me?
Yeah, I mean you.
Hello?
Carol, it's Frank. Are you all right?
I think so.
Give me that. What do you want?
Who is this?
Donald Duck. Don't try anything funny.
I'm not.
Okay. Talk.
Is this Enright?
Sorry, he's with a customer. Call tomorrow.
You're a real comedian.
Hey, check with me some other time. I got a couple of problems right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching the whole thing.
This ain't a spectator sport. And keep out of this, huh?
You know, you're in a whole lot of trouble. Armed robbery, bad news, you know.
Are you, the man?
Yeah, I'm the one in charge. Come on, buddy, give it up. Don't make it tougher on yourself. There's no way out. Let the civilians go. Come out, huh? Don't make it any lousier than it is.
Are you nuts? I got all the aces. The manager, a couple of flunkies, and some would-be hero. I'm calling the tunes, not you.
Okay, I got the message. Anybody hurt so far?
Yeah, Captain Heroic got it in the shoulder.
Is that all?
At least for now.
Come on, cool it. Take your finger off the trigger. I want to cooperate with you. We'll try it your way.
Oh, you're going to let me go scot-free, huh?
Why don't you let the wounded guy out?
No way. The hero stays put.
What's his name?
Hey, what's your name? He's out cold. Anybody know this joker? Everybody's shaking their heads, including the manager, lady.
Hey, let me talk to the manager. How about it?
Forget it. This is a one-man show. I make all the decisions.
Now, don't get bent out of shape. I just want to make sure the women are all right.
Okay. But any tricks and they buy it. Here. Talk to the cops. Tell them everything's under control.
Hello?
Is he listening on another line?
No.
All right, play along. Don't jeopardize yourself, okay? How many guns is he carrying?
The other two employees are fine.
Two. You're sure?
Oh, positively.
Pistols?
We're just play pigeons.
Shotguns?
No, it's just a combination of things.
I got it. Pistol and shotgun.
Yes, that's right, Lieutenant. Everything's fine. Don't worry, we're being treated well.
Good girl. I'm going to get you out of there, Carol. Trust me. Keep the others calm. I know what to do. Carol, I love you.
Give me the phone. You satisfied?
Hey, no sweat. Take it easy.
Don't con me, huh?
Listen, I forgot to get your name.
No names. I don't want you running a make on me.
All right, have it your way. You need food or cigarettes?
Oh, blow it out your ear. Save that jive for the amateurs.
How about a doctor for the wounded man?
Oh, sure. Anything to get a copy.
Take it easy. You're holding all the high cards. I just don't want to see anybody die.
Make you a trade.
Let's hear it.
First, you clear out all the cops, SWAT teams, and everything. Then I send out the wounded guy. Second, I get safe passage to the airport and a plane to Cuba. Once I'm there, I release the hostages.
That's complicated. You got to give me time.
Take it or else.
I need authorization.
Listen, get the plane in a half hour or I start throwing corpses out of the bank.
Okay. It's a deal. But it's outside my authority. If I go out on a limb for you, you got to show me some good faith.
Good faith? This isn't a union contract.
I need it. It shows my superiors I can handle the situation. I'll tell you, just release the wounded man. There's no reason for him to die, right?
Yeah, okay. First, pull back the troops. You come get him alone and unarmed.
Now you're talking.
Okay, folks. The hero's going to the hospital, and we're heading for Cuba.
Cuba? Oh, Lord, I never needed to give you Philadelphia.
Who hired this idiot?
Why don't they bring a doctor in here? He's too weak to be moved.
You just get him on his feet.
He can't walk.
Get him up. Do it now. Move.
Come on. Here we go.
I thought you didn't notice.
We all know him. He's Mrs. Matt.
He's lost too much blood. He can't be moved.
Shut up. Drag him to the door.
All right. Come on. Here he is.
All right, keep him moving fast.
Yeah, okay. I'm coming for him.
All right, everybody else, back behind the counter. Now.
Come on.
I'm out here at the front door.
Please help me. Well, I'll be damned. Rock.
You got a half hour to come across. Yeah, sure.
She likes me. Oh, I should have known it. You met with her. I told her not to see you. I warned her, but she did it anyway. Please help me. You couldn't stay away from each other, could you? You had to put your filthy hands on her. Touch her. Please. Oh, I hope you're in agony. Serves you right. Breaking up my home. She's deceived me for the last time. I told her I meant business. I got her now. And she thinks I'm going to save her.
Across the street from the beleaguered bank in the town of Farrington, Ted Brock's body is placed in a waiting ambulance. Lieutenant Frank Maxton, bullhorn in hand, is briskly supervising all the activity out in the street.
All right, you in the bank. I kept my part of the deal.
For now. Yeah. You're just what I want. Harry, come in.
Yeah.
Pull the marksman back, completely out of sight. Tell those guys on the roof to get down.
Roger.
Sergeant Lopez, take 3 men with riot guns and the SWAT team to the rear of the bank. You wait on my orders.
In far.
When I give the word, you go in blasting. Everything. He's a wild one. But wait for my word. And Lopez, no screw-up.
Sure, Frank. You're in control.
We're going to have to watch him, Commissioner. He's got automatic weapons.
Sounds like a tough monkey. What's the status?
The area's roped off. No TV, no press. The place is surrounded. Hank set up a command post in the stationery store across the street. There's a phone there up front in the window. You can see it clearly from the bank.
Good planning.
Now, I've got one guy out already. Bad shoulder wound, but he'll survive.
Anybody else in there?
3. One of them's my wife.
What? Frank.
Yeah. It's a rough one.
How about Captain Gordon taking over?
No, sir. It's my ball game. And it's my wife, Captain.
All right. Okay, now run the show. Let's get him out of there in one piece.
Just let me alone and I can do it.
All right. Any demands?
A plane to Cuba, $2 million, and release of all political prisoners.
What prisoners?
Beats hell out of me.
He sounds like an extremist.
Nah, he's just a punk hood. Says his name is Claudio.
Hey. There's a Claudio wanted in connection with an attempt on the German ambassador.
Could be the same guy, a radical. Pro-hitman.
Listen now, don't you make any moves yet. I'm going to get the FBI in on this. Meantime, just stall some more.
Maybe that's what he wants us to do. Why be a platform for him? Once we bring in the feds, then I can't hold back the press. Let's handle it like a local matter. Nurse him alone.
All right, I'll buy that. Treat him like a stick-up man. Play it low-key. Keep it one-on-one. For now.
Until we can force the issue.
Now, Frank, this Claudio is no back alley thug. He's got a full sheet. Arson, political assassination, murder, and rape. Now, don't take any chances.
In my situation? Look, I want my wife out, alive.
If you need anything, I'll be at the command post.
I'm coming with you.
I'm going to use that phone in the front window. He'll see I'm alone. No taps. No SWAT team.
Good. Frank, you pull this one off and you'll make Captain yet.
Well, we'll see about that later.
Yeah?
Hey, everything's cool. I just got the word on your plane. Slow it down.
Good. No fancy stuff.
Oh, I know. Or everybody gets hurt.
Right. Hey, did that guy make it?
Oh, sure. The paramedic stopped up his wound. Be good as new in a couple of weeks. You did a smart thing, buddy. I won't forget it.
Sure. You'll be a character witness.
Let me speak to the manager again, will you?
She's good stuff. You got something going with her? Manager lady, Dick Tracy wants to talk to you. Lady, get on the horn.
Hello.
Carol, Ted Brock died. Bled to death in the ambulance.
Oh, no. Ted. Oh, my Ted. He was just trying to help. It isn't fair.
What the hell is going on?
My fault. Well, Miss Masson, what happened?
What did you do? I didn't do anything.
I killed him. I killed him because of me. He's dead.
Who's dead?
Dead. I killed
No. He murdered him. He shot him. Killer.
I knew it. We're all going to die.
Everybody shut up. What is going on? Did that cop tell you something?
Yes. Brock died on the way to the hospital.
Oh, the hero?
Yes.
Well, the cop told me he's alive. They patched him up. Hey, lady, if this is some trick, you'll all be sorry.
Hey, let me go, please. I got a bad heart. I'm sick.
Fink, coward. You let these beauties stay here, wouldn't you? If that badge has something cooked up, you better skip it.
I want to say something.
There's a lot of funny stuff going down. First, nobody knows the hero, then everybody does. The cop tells her one thing, then feeds me another line. I just don't like the smell of this. Too many bad vibes. That's all. Talk to me and give it to me straight.
The dead man was Ted Brock, Mrs. Masson's attorney. He was here to talk with her about a person.
Save the editorials. There's a missing piece that makes me nervous. And, folks, that's bad news for all of you. Yeah.
You're set. 25 minutes.
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? I had it all worked out. The plane's fueling. The car will be in front of the bank in 10 minutes.
There's stuff in the air. The guy I sent out. What's his name, Fatso?
Ted Brock.
Yeah, Ted Brock. He bought it, huh?
No. I told you. He's at the county general being sewed up.
The manager says he's dead.
Hysterical women. What do you expect? Can't hear anything right. Let me talk to her.
Here, talk.
No.
Get on the phone now.
Hello.
Pull yourself together.
I'm trying to.
Brock isn't dead.
Then why did you...
Because I wanted you to feel what it's like to be hurt, to lose something.
Oh, please don't. Not now.
Please. Haven't I said please for months? Please, let's be a family. Please, may I see my children. Please don't see a lawyer. Please let me come home. My home. I've been saying please until I choke on it.
Wasn't that something?
But now it is. You want me to get you out of there. Now you want me. Now I'm necessary.
No, I've always wanted it to be like it was. Like 3 years ago.
Liar?
No, Frank, it's true.
Behind my back, you defied me for the last time, Carol. Understand? The last time. I just can't let this pass. You have to be taught a lesson.
This is different. There are others involved.
That's their problem.
Oh, don't blame our troubles on innocent people,
They're
Frank.
in it with you. I knew what went on down there. Even Enright and you.
Don't do this to me. Oh, please let someone help us.
Oh, you'd like that. But the commissioner says it's my show. I could make captain yet.
You're creating a situation.
I know.
Don't put us in this position. Please. It isn't fair.
Life isn't fair. I want to talk to him.
Why are you punishing me?
I've got nothing else to say to you. I want to talk with our friend.
It's all yours, mister.
Put us in what position?
Hey, I want to tell you before my wife gets it all balled up.
What wife?
The FBI won't go with the plan.
Are you crazy? Tell them to get on the stick or they bought some dead people.
They can't do it. They took it out of our hands.
Well, get it back. In the next 5 minutes, our brains will be all over the street.
No. Don't get trigger happy. I know you mean business. You think I want to have my wife murdered?
What is this wife routine?
The manager is my wife.
Oh, bull. I don't believe any of you.
Listen to me, fella. I want to help you, and I want to get my wife back home. Hey, we got 2 kids.
Oh, save the corn, huh?
She is my wife. Keep your hands off her, or I'll come in there and blow you away.
Do that, and she's the first one coming out, dead.
Huh. Well, you try it, and it's all over. The negotiations are closed. We'll come in there with more guns than an army.
Better not. I'm holding the aces, all 3 of them. And I don't think this babe is your wife. You're just giving me a lot of smoke.
No smoke, buddy. It's all true. And I'll prove it. She's got a small scar above her left breast. Check it out. Okay. Come here.
I don't want to talk to him.
Take off your blouse.
No.
I said take it off.
Don't touch me.
Come here. He's going to rape her. You got to stop him.
Okay, now we go. Commissioner!
What's going on, Frank?
It's falling apart. The whole plan backfired.
Take it easy.
He's after my wife. I think he shot the teller.
Where's the SWAT team?
Rear of the bank. Let them rush him from the rear, and we'll open from the front. I'll leave.
Now, hang on. Now, let's not turn this into a massacre. I don't want to see innocent people get killed.
Oh, sure. It's not your wife that's going to be
Now,
raped.
get hold of yourself. I understand what you're going through, but we've got to try and save lives.
There's no time. Don't you understand? We've got to get in there.
No! Rush in and we lose everybody.
Okay. Then let's make it a solo job. I can get into the bank through the air conditioning duct. The main feed is in a room to the rear of the teller's cages.
And we'll start a diversionary movement in front.
Yeah. Pull some squad cars back and forth. It should give me enough time to do it.
All right. Get whatever gear you need, flak jacket, helmet, anything.
Yeah, well, all I need is my gun.
Fine. Let's move. We'll start the cars in 3 minutes.
Sure, that'll give me enough time to get into the shaft and start down.
Good luck, Frank.
Thank you, sir.
Don't take too many chances.
No, sir.
But get in.
I will. I'm going to shoot to kill. Both of them. Vincent Price. And here's the concluding act of Hostages.
Are you satisfied? Did you see what the scar looked like? It's pretty, isn't it?
I'm sorry, lady, but I had to make sure.
Did my husband tell you how he got that beautiful scar? No, of course not. Because he did it. In one of his rages, he attacked me with a steak knife.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
Nobody means to hurt
There's
me.
too much stuff going down, too many stories. I don't trust anybody.
Who wants you to?
Close that face, fat boy. Thug.
Oh, George, don't make it any worse.
Yeah, why die angry?
Don't you see what's happening? My husband's using you. You're being set up. He's creating situations. He wants you to kill me.
Oh, now that's some story. Cop wants wife dead? I don't buy it. If he's coming for me.
For both of us.
Come on.
For me, because I defied him. The man you shot was my attorney. He's a divorce lawyer. My husband hated him. Threatened me if I saw him again. Charlie said I have to be taught a lesson.
Oh, that's screwy.
Yes. That's why we were separated. He's unstable, violent. He needs help. Do you know what 16 years on the force does to a man? What he's seen? Murder, suicide, death, the insane, ugly side of humanity. I tore him apart. He started screaming in the middle of the night. He kept hearing gunfire, sleeping with his service revolver under the pillow. Begged him to go into therapy, take a medical retirement, but it was too late. That really started his paranoia. I became his enemy. They were plotting against him.
Even you?
Even our children. In one of his rages, he tried to strangle his son.
What?
Now he's planning to get rid of some more enemies. Me. You. Even those two.
He wants to kill me.
Oh, that's a great story, lady. Okay, you're his wife, but you're still a cop's wife. The rest of that routine is just too much to swallow.
Ted Brock is her attorney. She was separated from Frank. Everybody knows how he treated her.
Maybe, but lady, I think you're just buying time. Enough time for the FBI to get into the act and pull the noose tighter. But your husband's dumb. I've got complete control. A cop's wife is a first-class ticket out.
You're wrong. It's a death warrant. I'm not a hostage. I'm a target. He'll kill us both. Doesn't matter. Or you'll kill me. He thinks he can't lose. If you don't give up, I'm dead. We're all dead.
You expect me to fall for that? Give up? Just march out there and say sorry? Hey, if I don't get out of this, I'm gone for good. Armed robbery, assault, kidnapping. Well, even without a prior record, I'm away forever. So drop the routine. I don't believe you. Okay, Fatso, up. It's time to send him another present.
All right. Just pain.
It's his heart.
Bull, it's another trick.
Trick! That's all you can think about. He's had a weak heart for years. What do you expect when a gun's aimed at you? Breathing so heavily. Get some water.
Don't let me die.
Take it easy, George.
I don't want to die.
He needs oxygen. A doctor. Is this what you want?
All right. All right. Get a doctor. Tell the cops to call the paramedics.
Yes.
This is the commissioner. I want to talk to Claudio.
Who?
The man who's holding you hostage.
We need a doctor in here. Mr. Enright's had a heart attack.
A doctor's impossible under the circumstances. It's too dangerous. We might risk more hostages.
He needs a doctor now. Oh, they won't.
Give me that phone. Okay. It's over. The whole thing's over. I don't want any deaths. I'm giving up. I'm finished. Send out the hostages first. I said it's over. Now get a doctor in here before this guy dies. It ain't worth it. I'll toss out my hardware. You got a deal. Here. Tell me you're intact.
This is Mrs. Matson. Carol Matson. We're safe. It's all right. Let me speak to my husband.
That's impossible. He's trying a solo rescue. I guess he's somewhere in the bank.
Oh, you've got to stop him. You've got to stop him.
No. Don't worry, Mrs. Matson. Frank won't take any chances. Get Matson on the two-way. Tell him Claudio surrendered. We're trying to raise him now.
Hurry, please. Oh, hurry.
What do you mean he doesn't answer? Try it again. Now, just a minute. I think he's turned off his set. Frank doesn't respond, Mrs. Matson.
Oh.
He's probably there. Inside now. What the hell's going on? Give me that phone. If you're coming in here, they die. Oh, no. I've called off the operation. Sure? I'm pulling everybody out. Okay. You can have two of them, but the manager sticks with me until I'm positive. That's not our deal. Neither with the goon cars. Now pull them out, everybody. All right. Surrender to me. I'll meet you in the front of the bank. What an honor. Okay, chickens, you're going home. Hang tight, fella. You're getting me a doctor.
Miss Enright, here, let me help you.
I think I can make it, Harriet.
Well, you didn't have a heart attack. That was a fake.
Run, Harriet. Run. Oh, don't shoot, officer. Don't shoot. I'm a hostage.
I'll be damned. The coward. Faint. Chicken butt. Go ahead, sister. Beat it.
No,
I said go. Move now.
Go ahead, Harriet. I'll be all right.
Oh, what a screw-up for a lousy couple of G's. Boy, you people on the outside are something. They're safer in the joint. Come on, lady. I've had it. We're coming out. Hold it right there. Oh, it was a trick.
Oh.
One move and she gets it right in the head.
Frank.
I moved. Kill her. Are you crazy? I'm surrendering. I don't want to do it. I'm closer. Kill her. Lady, tell him. I got nothing to lose. You haven't got the guts to pull that trigger. You're just a small-time punk hood.
Frank, please. We worked it out. He's giving up.
In the crunch, these guys haven't got it. No guts. No backbone. See, he can't pull it off. He's impotent.
You stay right there, cop.
No way. Carol, I've got this aimed right at you. No one will ever know.
Frank! No.
No. Take it easy, Mrs. Matson.
No.
Real easy. It's all over. If we had just been a second quicker.
What?
Frank's dead. The robber killed him. I'm sorry. Fortunately, our marksman shot Claudio. He's dead, too. You were next.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
I know how you feel. Frank was a devoted husband. All he could think about was you. He was a real brave guy. He died a hero.
You've been listening to Sears Radio Theatre, brought to you 5 nights a week by Sears Roebuck and Company. Sears, where America shops. Hostages was written by Ken Gerard, produced and directed by Fletcher Marshall. Your host was Vincent Price. Our stars were Virginia Gregg, Shepard Menken, and Vic Perrin. Also heard were Sarah Selby, Norman Alden, Tyler McVeigh, and Olin Soule. The music for Sears Radio Theatre was composed and conducted by Nelson Riddle. Art Gilmore speaking. The Elliott Lewis production of Sears Radio Theatre is a presentation of CDI.
There are many claims to the title of fastest gun in the West. I think that in Deadwood, Dakota Territory, I may have met him.
Frontier Gentlemen. Herewith an Englishman's account of life and death in the West. As a reporter for the London Times, he writes his colorful and unusual stories. But as a man with a gun, he lives and becomes a part of the violent years in the new territories. In just a moment, we will bring you the latest report from the Frontier Gentlemen. Why stand on the sidelines when CBS News features like The World Tonight take you directly to where the big news stories are breaking? Tonight, tomorrow, and every night, hear eyewitness reports from CBS News overseas correspondents and lively features and interviews with the very people making the news, as most of these same CBS radio stations present The World Tonight. Now, starring John Daner, this is the story of J.B. Kendall, Frontier Gentleman.
My remittance, as well as a small check from the London Times, were forwarded to me from Cheyenne. Both reached me at the Mark Hotel in Deadwood, Dakota Territory. I cashed them at the Stebbins and Post Company Bank, and once more solvent, decided to do something about my clothes, which, to say the least, had seen better days. I was directed to a tailor shop, which I found housed in a dilapidated frame building, almost at the end of the main street. A freshly painted sign read, Eli Jackson, Tailor, Outfitters. I went in and was met by a tall, thin youth of 16, 17. He greeted me with a shy grin, bowed stiffly, and said,
Afternoon, sir. Can I be of service?
And I thought I'd like to buy a new suit.
Yes, sir. We got a mighty fine selection. Was you figuring on a Sunday go to meeting suit, or maybe just a cow rigging?
Well, I'd like to see what you've got.
Well, you step right this way, mister.
Are you Eli Jackson, the tailor?
No, sir. I'm his son, Dick. Pa's up the street for a few minutes, but he'll be right back. I guess maybe you want to wait for him?
Well, as a matter of fact, I was thinking of having his suit made.
Oh, sure. Pa'll fix you up just fine. He's the best tailor in these parts. You want to take a seat? Wait. It'll only be a couple of minutes for sure.
All right.
You live here in Deadwood, mister?
I've been here about a week.
Well, now ain't that something? Me and my mom and pa, we got in a week back, too. I guess you can see there's some fixing up to do here. Wasn't much of a place when we moved in, but as soon as we get her straightened around, she'll be the finest store in Dakota. We live in the back.
Where do you come from?
Oklahoma Territory. Pa heard about the gold strikes in the Black Hills, and he says with all them folks coming into Deadwood, there's a regular gold mine in tailoring. Business weren't much back home, so we cut our suspenders and come up here. Sure is a wild, woolly town, ain't it?
A fair description.
You mind my asking, mister, what kind of shooting iron is that?
Oh, Colt 44.
How you like it?
Well, it's a good gun, serviceable.
I never used one of them. I'd sure admire to shoot one, though.
Well...
I got me 2 old Remington 46s Uncle Amos left of me. But sure is a mess of trouble finding cartridges for 'em. Used to be cap and ball, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they fixed 'em up to shoot rimfire. Say, I still got a few rounds left. Would you like to take a couple of shots?
Oh, well, I'm not very...
I got a target set up in the back, then maybe... Oh... Maybe you could give me a turn with yours?
All right.
Come on, Pa. They don't take to my practicing like I do, but I tell 'em man's got to keep his handy, and ain't that so?
And I suppose it rather depends what you're practicing for.
Well, I ain't practicing to be no short trigger man, mister. Mr.
Kendall.
Mr. Kendall? But like Uncle Amos used to say, if there's going to be a corpse and cartridge occasion, it's best you learn to roll your gun first.
Either that or stay out of the way of corpse and cartridge occasions.
That ain't always so easy. Uncle Amos, he got himself dry gulched back in Oklahoma. He sure was a peaceable man, too. All right, keep him hanging in here. Ma won't let me keep no guns in my room. You know how women are.
Yes, I know. Those are pretty hefty guns.
Yeah, but they got real smart balance. Action's smoothed down just fine, too. Now, target's over there. You want to try her out?
Oh, yes, I'd like to.
I do my practice from here. I paste it off about 25 feet.
Well, from the looks of it, you're quite a shot.
Well, I can do better, Mr. Kendall. Right now, I'm working on my draw. It's still a mite slow.
Did you put those shots in the bullseye from a draw?
Oh, sure.
From the hip, or did you take time to aim?
Oh, from the hip, but I figure I'm still taking too much time.
Oh, no. They say accuracy is more important than speed. Those are rather old models you're using, you know.
Well, I'd sure like to see you try that 44 of yours. Maybe I could learn something.
No, not much from me, I'm afraid. I'll have a go. Here, hold your guns.
Yes, sir.
Now. All right. You say the word. I'll draw.
Ready? Now.
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's mighty fine shooting, Mr. Kendall.
Thank you. Let me see you try.
Oh, no, I guess not.
Come on.
No, I reckon not.
Go on. Put on the belt. I'm curious to see how you handle those relics.
Yes, sir.
I should think they'd be a little heavy for you.
Yeah, they were at first, but I kind of got used to them. Of course, I can't shoot both to once.
I've never yet seen a man who could with any accuracy.
Say, maybe we'd better get back inside. I guess Pa ought to be back by now.
In a minute, I want to see how you hit those bullseyes.
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now you draw when I say the word. Draw. May I see your gun?
Yes, sir.
How many bullets did you have in there?
5.
Is the other gun loaded? Do you mind doing that again?
I guess so.
Good Lord.
Heard our road show starring Tennessee Ernie? You ought to. It reflects Ernie's warm personality right down the line. Young Molly B. and Doris Drew alternate as the featured feminine vocalists on the show. Join us on most of these same stations tomorrow for CBS Radio's easygoing Road Show starring Tennessee Ernie. It's as refreshing as a visit back home.
It was the most unbelievable thing I had ever seen. Twice, in a little more than 1 second, this boy had drawn, fanned the hammers of his ancient guns, and put 5 bullets in a 6-inch circle from a distance of 25 feet. Now he stood, eyes downcast, obviously uncomfortable.
I guess we better see if Pa's back.
Dick, why didn't you want to show me how you shoot?
Oh, I figured maybe you'd be mad not buy a suit of clothes from Pa. We sure need the business.
I feel like a bit of a fool. I'm certainly not mad. Awed might be the word. Who taught you to draw like that?
Uncle Amos.
He must have been quite handy with a gun himself.
Oh, he was good. But he said I was better. He'd have his bristles up right now if he'd seen me showing off to you. Uncle Amos always said, never show a man your drawing unless you mean it, because someday you might have to throw down with him.
Now, you listen to me, young friend. You'll never have to worry about that with me. I have no wish to commit suicide.
Dick? Dick, where are you? Dick!
Out back, Ma.
Come inside, quick. Your pa's been hurt.
Huh? What's the matter? Pa?
It's all right, Pa. It's all right.
Help me get him laid down on the sofa, son.
Yeah, let me help.
Who are you?
He's Mr. Kendall, Pa. Came in for to buy some clothes.
Easy now. Put your weight on me.
What happened? What happened, Ma?
Hush up, Dick. Doctor should be along directly, Eli. Now you rest comfortable. Is it still bleeding?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ma? You've been shot.
Miss Jackson, get some clean rags. Tear up a shirt. We've got to stop the bleeding.
Yes.
Pa?
Not
Pa!
Don't you get to fretting, boy. It just looks worse than it is. I ain't gonna die.
Dick, help me get his jacket off.
Yes, sir. Pa? Pa? He's dead, mister.
He's fainted. Get some water on to boil. The doctor will need it when he takes out the bullet.
You sure he ain't dead?
I tell you, he's fainted. Now do as you're told.
Here. I had some sheeting put away for bandages.
It's all right. He'll come around.
He's so white.
Loss of blood. Have you got any whiskey?
No. Eli's not a drinking man.
You said the doctor's on his way.
Yes, somebody went to call him.
There. Hold those against his shoulder. It ought to stop the bleeding.
Oh, yes.
No, don't try to move, Mr. Jackson.
Lie back, dear.
I feel some better. I guess I went on for a couple of minutes. I'm truly thankful for your help, mister.
It's all right.
Afraid you're going to have to wait a bit for your suit, though, less than you're willing to wear ready-made.
Don't worry about that. Just lie quietly.
That fella, he had no cause, Paul.
I know, dear.
Ought to be against the law. Man's got no right.
How did it happen, Mrs. Jackson?
Well, we'd gone to the warehouse to get some bolts of cloth. A couple of drunks come out of Gerber's saloon, start shooting and deviling around. They seen Eli and me coming down the street.
I seen one fella a couple of days back. He come in here to buy a pair of boots. Crowley's his name. I didn't have nothing cheap enough, and he didn't have the money. Didn't look like the kind I'd give credit, so he went off without his boots.
They was drunk, Eli. He didn't do it purposeful. The bullet must have hit a rock or something and bounced up.
Maybe.
Who was the other fella, Pa?
Boy, what are you doing with that gun belt on? You know your ma and me's told you never to bring it in the house.
Well, I was out back showing Mr.
You
Kendall.
never mind what you was doing and showing. You go hang up them guns this minute, you hear?
Do as your pa says.
Now, you seen what guns can do to your Uncle Amos. Now, me.
Don't excite yourself, Eli.
I ain't exciting myself. I ain't gonna have that boy turn into killer.
I ain't, Pa. No
now,
such
don't you
thing.
talk back to me, boy. I'll strip the hide off on you.
Lie back, Eli. Dick, do as your pa tells you. Go on now.
I know, baby.
Did you put the water on to boil?
Yeah.
Good. Now, why don't you go and see if the doctor's coming?
Yeah, all right.
Now, you take off them guns and belt.
But
Boy, when I get up, I'm gonna thrash your backside, I am for sure. You're just getting too big for your britches.
Please, son, can't you see what you're doing to your pa? Do like he says.
I'm sorry, but I saw what happened to Uncle Amos. Well, they know I'm going to shoot my pa and get away with it.
Boy, you come back here.
Dick!
Don't worry, I'll get him.
You tell him it was an accident. What? No real shooting?
Dick!
It was an accident.
Dick! Dick! Wait, I want to talk to you. Now, slow down, young fella.
Don't hold on to me, Mr. Kendall. I got a thing to do.
Now use your head. You can't fight two grown men.
If I got to, I can. I mean, nobody around here thinks I'm big enough to use a gun.
You're big enough. Shooting at a target is a little different facing a man.
I ain't afeard.
I didn't say you were. But you go looking for trouble with a couple of drunks, you're going to get hurt.
Mister, I'm 17. I was there last year when my Uncle Amos died. The blood running out of him. They shot him in the back because he was like my pa. He'd put up his guns and wasn't going to fight no more. Uncle Amos, he said to me, just before he turned on his side, he said, boy, whenever you see a coward with a gun, you get scared. You get scared enough to go for yours before he gets his out. Pa's always preaching about living peaceable. All right, well, if they won't let you live that way, you got to make them let you.
Your father said it was an accident. Did you hear him?
Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I heard what he said about that fella Crowley coming to the store for boots and Pa not giving him credit. It's true, I was in the store. That Crowley had it in for Pa. Well, we're going to live in this town. Folks is going to have respect for the Jacksons. Pa don't care none. I do.
Supposing you do find them, what are you going to do? Just start shooting?
I'll give him a chance to draw.
Dick, will you listen to me?
I ain't listening to nobody, Mr. Kendall. My pa's been hurt bad. I aim to pay the man out that done it. So don't you go trying to stop me.
Who says you can't be in and out at the same time? Every Monday through Friday on CBS Radio's House Party, Art Linkletter invites you out right in your own home, office, or car. House Party is just what the name implies. It's loaded with fun and surprises. It's one place you can be sure you'll meet new and exciting people. Remember, CBS Radio's House Party is a standing invitation to a good time. It's yours for the listening 5 times a week on most of these same stations.
I walked up the Deadwood Street with young Dick Jackson, the 2 old 46s slapping heavily on his thin young legs. I knew that I could have physically stopped him, carried him back to his parents, but I also knew that it would have solved nothing, perhaps only made matters worse. So I did the only thing I could do. I went with him. First to Gerber's saloon, then to half a dozen others, looking for the man named Crowley and his companion. An hour later, we found them in the Deadwood saloon.
That's Crowley. That's the one. Over to the bar.
You know what you're doing.
I know.
You know what it's like to shoot a man, to kill him?
I guess I'm going to find out, Mr. Kendall.
You said you weren't practicing to be a short trigger man. That was a lie, wasn't it?
No.
Shooting at a target hasn't been enough. You've just been waiting for an excuse.
That ain't so. Get out of my way.
Dick?
Boy, now you ain't never seen nothing like it. He shows up at this here dance, public as a zebra, wearing a fried shirt, a hard-boiled hat, and a smelling of bear grease and lavender-flavored soap. I tell you, he looked as miserable as a razorback hog that's dropping himself on a fence post. Yeah, well, looky here. Hey, boys, come over here and have a look-see. Hey, what you carrying there, son? Buffalo guns? Hey, boy, don't you know packing them great big old heavy things would like to make you a bow-legged before your time?
Crowley, you just shot up my pa an hour back. I aim to kill you for it.
Kill me! You kidding that there mealy-mouthed tailor down the street? Boy, I might have known. Mealy-mouthed little son.
Mr. Crowley, I'm going to put my gun back now. Next time I unshuck it, you better draw your own self, because I ain't going to be doing no fancy trick shooting a glass out of your hand. I'm going to kill you.
Boy, you sure are fast, that's for sure. Yeah, well, you just a kid. Now, I ain't got no quarrel with no kid.
You gunned my pa.
Oh, no, that there was an accident. Me and Loba here, we was just having some fun, and your pa, well, he come waltzing up with the missus, and he kind of got in the way of a bullet is all. It wasn't nobody's fault.
You gonna draw?
Loby, you tell the kid, ain't it the truth?
Sure it did. Didn't mean no harm.
Mister, you with the kid here?
Yes.
Well, you get him out of here, huh?
No, I don't think so. I want to see his face when he kills you.
You loco.
I'm a newspaper man. It's my job to write about such things. The birth of a killer. He can draw and empty his gun before you can even get yours out, Crowley. He knows it, too. That's why he's going to be a very important killer. He might even be as famous as Billy the Kid. Go for your gun, Crowley. He's waiting. He wants the excuse to see you die. If you don't, he'll kill you anyway.
No, it ain't so. It ain't so.
Now, look, mister. Kid. I'm sorry about your pa, huh? I'm sorry for what I said. Ain't no sense of getting riled. I got a few dollars. Help pay for the doctor and all, huh?
He doesn't want that. He wants to be able to go home and tell his father and his mother what he's done. Show them what a big man he is. He can shoot a gun, kill. That'll make him very grown up.
No, that ain't why. I told you it ain't.
Now, here, kid, now you take this. It's $40. You get that to your old man. It'll pay for the doctors and such. I got me a little strike a couple of days back, you see. You tell him I'll be in and buy the best suit of clothes and custom mades he's got in the store. You tell him that now, will you?
We don't want your money. You stay away from us, you hear? If you don't, I'll be back.
Oh, sure, boy. Anything you say.
Give me the money, Crowley. I'll see his father gets it.
Yeah, you do that! Huh?
Dick, look out!
Crowley had pushed me off balance and had gone for his gun. The boy was at the door 20 feet away, his back turned. Crowley fired, and in that same instant, Dick whirled and shot back. He shattered a bottle on the bar. Both had missed. I was only 6 feet away. My 2 bullets took away half of Crowley's face. I took the boy back to his father's place. The doctor had removed a piece of lead in Eli Jackson's shoulder, and he was resting more comfortably.
Well, I'm glad you found him, Mr. Kendall, before there was any trouble.
There was trouble, Mr. Jackson, but it wasn't his fault.
He didn't do any shooting.
No, he didn't kill anybody. He didn't hurt anybody.
Dad, I want you to take Uncle Amos' guns. Sell them. I don't want them. No guns. Ever.
Shucks, boy. I couldn't get 2 bits on them old things. You figure you've had enough play out of them. You just hang them up. Show them to your grandchildren someday.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Mr. Kendall, will you be in Deadwood for a while?
Yes, for a while.
Well, now, that's just fine. I tell you come on back in a couple of days. I'll be up and around, and I'd sure like to make you a fine suit of clothes.
Thank you. I will.
Dick, you show Mr. Kendall out.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Kendall, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I might have been killed.
You might.
You was right about shooting a man being different from a target. I could shoot the glass out of his hand because I knew that didn't mean nothing. But I couldn't kill him.
Killing's ugly. You saw what Crowley looked like.
I saw.
You should have remembered what your uncle told you. Never show a man your draw unless you mean it. Someday you might have to throw down with him.
I'm sorry I didn't remember it. But I won't need to again. I promise you, Mr. Kendall.
Well, I'll take your word for it, Dick.
Frontier Gentleman was written, produced, and directed by Anthony Ellis and stars John Daner as J.B. Kendall. Featured in the cast were Virginia Gregg, Eddie Firestone, Stacey Harris, Jack Crucian, and Ben Wright. Join us again next week for another report from the Frontier Gentleman. Bud Sewell speaking.
That's the Relic Radio Show for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. You can find more from the Sears Radio Theatre, Frontier Gentleman, past episodes of this podcast, alongside all the others at relicradio.com. You'll also find our Shoutcast stream there, and you can donate and help support all of this through the website, or visit donate.relicradio.com. It'll take you to that page. Your support is how all of this is made possible. Thank you, as always, to those who have. And thanks for joining me today. Talk to you again next Tuesday with another episode of the Relic Radio Show.